Deep in the open ocean swims a giant. Not just any whale, the oldest of them all. His body carries the scars of a century beneath the waves. Look at him, longer than a bus, heavier than 100 cars, and in those ancient eyes, a lifetime of ocean crossings. He is the largest animal that has ever lived on this planet, bigger than any dinosaur, bigger than anything that came before. For 100 years he has crossed these waters, alone, silent, moving through the blue as if he owns it. One sweep of his tail moves more water than a storm. Nothing in this ocean can hurt him. Nothing, except what he cannot see, because this giant is carrying something that has been growing on him for years, and it is slowly wearing him down. Come closer. Look at his skin, that weathered gray surface. From far away it looks rough, but up close, it's something else entirely. Barnacles, whale lice, parasites, not hundreds, not thousands, more than 50,000 of them, buried into every fold of his skin. They itch, they burrow, they never stop. He rubs against the rocks, twisting his enormous body, but he cannot reach a single one. Then the first helpers appear. Remora, small fish that live on the giants of the sea. They latch onto his skin and begin to feed. They pick at the dead skin. They take the smallest parasites, slowly, patiently, doing what little they can for the old whale. But look at them, just a handful of fish against 50,000 parasites. It's not enough. It will never be enough. He needs more help. So he swims to a place he has known since he was young, a cleaning station, a corner of the reef where the ocean's workers wait. And these are not the small ones. These cleaners are bigger, stronger, with jaws powerful enough to rip a barnacle straight out of the skin. They swarm over him, dozens of them, spreading across his back, his fins, his sides. The old giant stops moving and lets them work. Watch this closely. One fish locks its jaws around a barnacle and pulls. The parasite stretches, resists, and finally tears free. Another one, deeper this time, rooted in an old scar. The fish grips, twists, and rips it loose. Clean skin for the first time in years. Even the youngest join in. Baby cleaners, no bigger than your fingernail, dragging away parasites twice their size. Everyone works here. They move under his belly, along his fins, between the deep grooves of his throat, and the giant stays perfectly still, trusting them completely. Piece by piece, his skin comes clean. But then, the fish stop, because there is one place they cannot go. His back, the part that rises above the water. Up there, near the surface, thousands of parasites still cling to him. The fish can't reach that high. The old whale is out of options. Or is he? Then he turns, and he begins to rise. Up through the blue, toward the light, toward a world that isn't his. He breaks the surface, and instead of taking a breath and diving, he stays. He lifts his back into the open air, and he waits. High above, sharp eyes are watching. Seabirds. They have seen this before. They know exactly what this giant is asking for. They fold their wings and dive. One after another, they land on his wet back, 100 years of ocean beneath their feet, and they begin. Sharp beaks pulling the barnacles the fish could never reach. The birds get a meal. The giant gets relief. One by one, the last parasites come free. 50,000, gone. And in the golden light, his old skin finally breathes again. He slips back beneath the waves, lighter, freer, still marked by every scar of his long life, but no longer carrying his burden alone. And in that ancient eye, peace. He could have swallowed every one of them without noticing, but he never would. They saved him, the oldest giant in the ocean, saved by the smallest creatures in it. Fish below, birds above. This is symbiosis. This is Symbiora.